Welcome to the Michele Roy Show.
Hello and welcome to another Michele Roy Show. Thank you for being here with me today. We're going to be unpacking 5 misconceptions people have of chronic pain and invisible illness. And if you're someone who struggles with chronic illness, you know how it can hurt sometimes. People can't see it. Yet the pain is real. You feel it. You know the fatigue. You know the struggles. And how do you take care of yourself when you get these common misconceptions and people saying things that maybe really do hurt us? Well, we're going to unpacking this today and see how we can also offer them a little bit of education as well as love and kindness to ourselves. So my friend, welcome to this show. You know, with an invisible illness, a lot of times it's very hard for people to understand it. Why? Well, it's invisible, right? There's not obvious signs. You're not on a crutch, on a cast, perhaps in a wheelchair. There's no obvious signs for you that you have an invisible illness. Yet you struggle each and every day. And sometimes people can make comments that can be really difficult to hear. And if you've been on this journey for a long time, you know how hard it is to keep going, to find the strength to get up every single day, to want to be part of life. And then on top of it, you have people misunderstanding you. So in this episode, I really want to share with you 5 misconceptions that I have to deal with and different ways that I've learned to show myself love, kindness, and educate people. Because the reality is, when we face an invisible illness, it's not all in our heads. They're real. And we don't have to try to prove to others what our pain is like. I know for myself in the beginning, was always trying to find a way of showing it, but this is what's happening. A lot of time people don't understand. And it's okay. They're not walking in our shoes. They're not facing what we're facing each and every day. But we can also help them to understand us a little bit better. And we can also protect our own peace. So, misconception number 1. This is a classic and the top of the pyramid. But you look just fine. Hell, I wrote a book called that because I heard it so many times. How many times have you heard that phrase? But you look fine. You sure you're sick? Are you being dramatic? Or what's going on? No, my friend. They can't see it. And it's okay. Because it's not always pinpointed. It's not always there clear in a scan that you have the pain. You know, especially if you have fibromyalgia, chronic pain, autoimmune disease. Those things are not shown in scans most of the time. But the pain is real. And it is very challenging to feel that people can't see it. They can't understand it. And then you're left there with, what's going on? Like, can't you see this? No, they can't. But I've learned, especially for that phrase, when they say, but you look just fine. I can show them a little bit of compassion and say, you know, what you're seeing outside doesn't represent what I'm going inside. But thanks for caring. A statement like that helps them to see, or at least get a little glimpse into what the real struggle is that's inside of your body. Because you know what the struggle is. You know how hard it is every single day for you to get up. You know how hard it is every single day for you to just smile through your pain and make that decision to be part of life. But a lot of times they don't see it. So it comes like a compliment for them in a way, but for us it can really sting. You have no idea how hard it is to keep my appearances, you know. And my friend, maybe offering that to them, just by saying something like that, what you see on the outside is not what's actually going inside my body. My body is trying to catch up, and it is. That will help them as well. Don't you find it sometimes when you get these kind of comments? Well, maybe try it, because it also helps you to feel understood and seen. And maybe just a tiny bit, they can understand just a tiny bit there with your explaining, because you don't actually have to explain everything. But if they are curious and want to understand your pain, you can explain your pain levels as well. Misconception number 2. It's all in your head. Oh my God. It's just all in your head. I know it's invisible. I know you can't see it. But no, it is not all in your head, my love. It isn't. You feel it. Your pain is real. What you're experiencing, what you're going through, it's real. And I know sometimes you want to shake them and just like, you can't understand this. But they're not going through what you're going through. They're not seeing what you're seeing. They're not living in your body 24/7 to understand the pain, the exhaustion, the frustration, the hurt. And no, it is not all in your head. No. And I had to really breathe into this one and really pause when people would say that, because it would really unstabilize me, because I've always tried to explain, and there is no context for them if they haven't gone through that pain. Do you find that sometimes? I know for me, I had to be trying to put these things, well, it's invisible. I know you can't see it. It just doesn't mean it's not real for me. Just because it's invisible doesn't mean it's imaginary. And no, it's not all in my head. It took almost 4.5 years for my brain scan to show my nerve compression. And all those times I having excruciating pain, and people were saying, are you sure in your head? Well, actually, my nerve was in my head, but not the way that they were trying to say it. So how do you offer yourself compassion and grace and strength and still able to help them? I started saying, well, if it was in my head, it would probably be easier to fix it. But thank you. I'm still trying my best. It's all about managing it now. And that sometimes helps them just to stop right there, because those people that come close to you and say different things like this, especially even online, it can be very hurtful. And it is a misconception. No, it isn't all in your head. And you don't have to prove it to anybody else. You just need to remember to yourself that you're going through what you're going through. These are your experiences. And if they don't understand it, it's fine. But if they really want to help you and want to really understand you, then you can be kind to yourself. You can give them a little bit of understanding of what your illness is, so that they can be a little bit more open. Because we have to educate. People don't know. They don't understand if we can't explain it. But if we feel that frustration building up inside of us because they can't see it and we trying to prove it and we can't prove it because there's not enough evidence per se, but it doesn't diminish what we're going through, my friend. And I need this to be very, very loud and clear. It doesn't diminish what you are going through. What you're facing is real. So don't let others steal it because of their misconception. Let's try to change the script here for them, which I think is very important. So misconception number 3, you just need to be more positive. Yeah, it kind of ties in with the last one, but don't get me wrong. I am so 100% into reframing, finding joy, but there's a different thing about toxic positivity, which is just like everything is just fine, ignore what's going on. And then there's the other part that you have to actually feel it. You have to feel the pain. You have to feel the frustration. You have to feel the grief that you're going through and the challenge you're going through. And yes, you can reframe it. And yes, you can live with the brokenness that you're going through and still find joy. You can live with that grief that you're going through and still find a way through it. And it's about managing more than anything else. For me, I feel it's managing my conditions and it's bringing a little bit of awareness for them as well. And, letting them understand that, look, I am being positive in the ways I can. I am looking for the good in this. And this is what's helping me. And not only that, but letting them know, hey, I actually have to feel these emotions so that I can get through it and I can manage it better. Because if you just close yourself off and just like, don't want to feel these emotions, it's all great, blue skies, rain showers, your body will keep screaming at you because it needs your attention. That's what I feel with myself. So it's finding the balance there between being positive and being negative. I don't want you to dwell on the negative. I definitely want you to look for the positive in every single side of the story. But feel the feelings that you're going through. Allow your body to feel it and to feel seen. Say, hey, it's okay. I'm having a hard day today. I've been crying through all this. I haven't been able to get up. I moved my body a little bit. Can I listen to some worship songs and make me feel a little bit better? Yes, I can. And you can have grief and still find joy. Through all of it, it's about reframing your minds. Now, we're in point 4, misconception 4. Aren't you better yet? Wow. Chronic illness doesn't have a timeline. FYI. FYI. It doesn't. I don't know what it is, but some people feel that, like a bone, if you break it 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to be mended and healed. And if you have chronic illness, that means it's chronic, which means it's gone over 3 to 6 months. It's a longer term. I'm going on 7 years, and I know there are a lot of you out there that have been struggling with chronic illness for a longer time than that. People expect their own timelines of healing to happen. Well, healing isn't linear, my friend. No, it's ups and downs all the time. And yes, I wish I was already healed. Wish I didn't have Lyme's. I wish I didn't have trigeminal neuralgia. I wish I didn't have, fibromyalgia and all the pain and ache and everything else that I have to face every day. But that's what I have right now, for right now. And no, I'm not healed yet. And how do I answer that to my friends or people that ask me, are you still sick? Are you sure you're still sick? Again, a misconception that chronic illness is done like this. Wow. It isn't, my friends. It takes time. It takes patience. And our body has its own timeline that is not a beautiful linear line. It's all over the place. Like I said, it's a flight of a bumblebee. Zing, everywhere. Analogy that I like to use for my friends or people that ask me this question. It's about a phone. Like if you get your phone, put it at night to recharge, to charge your phone, the battery. Next morning, you expect it to be 100%. Those of us living with chronic illness can't charge to 100%. We wake up, we're at 30%. If I have a good day, maybe I'm at 50%, but I can never fully charge my battery. That's just how it is. And my whole idea right now, my whole focus is to manage that battery life that I have on that phone. So if they can understand that, it's a simple way. Maybe you can use that as an analogy as well. So we wake up at 30%. That's what we have. And then there's some times that we're so drained, we're probably at 1%. Literally, that's all we have. So it's very difficult to work through it, but we're managing the best we can. And that's because chronic illness, it's on its own timeline. And that's okay. But we still need to be kind to ourselves through it. And misconception number 5. Well, this one hurts a lot, right? Feeling like though we're lazy or you're always canceling on different things because you don't care. I think this can't be any farther from the truth. We care so much. We care about how people feel. We care about how people see us. We care about why we're in bed. What are they going to be telling us? Oh, they're going to say that we're lazy, that we have nothing to do, and that we're just unreliable, and we can't go to a party. We can't go to a dinner or birthday. We cancel. Why? Because of our energy. Because we have to tend to ourselves. And I know this one hurts because it hurt a lot for me. Oh, I'm not being a good daughter. I'm not being a good sister. I'm constantly canceling. And I do try my best, even if I am able to go to any of these events, to already prepare them. Look, I'm only able to be there for X amount of time. I literally have my mom's birthday party coming up, and I had to already tell my siblings that I'm showing up, but don't expect me to be there for too long, because it takes so much out of us. And this is a misconception for them that we don't care. Actually, we carry a lot of guilt. Us who struggle with chronic illness, we carry the guilt of, not being able to do the things that we used to do before, of not being seen as caring or wanting to be around people. Well, we don't necessarily want to be around people sometimes because of all these different things we have to deal with. But yes, we're doing it. And I keep saying we have to keep going. We have to keep striving to show for ourselves and show up for others as well. But we can also teach them, putting ourselves first, and to say, hey, look, it's not that I'm canceling this time. Please don't take it personally. I just need to listen to my body. Or my energy levels are low right now. I can probably come, but only for a short time. Is that okay with you? Just giving them that little heads up really helps them. And it helps us as well, because then we're not playing with our mind or beating ourselves up because, oh, we're not good enough. We're not going to this, that, or the other. Nobody's wanting to be around us, right? And that's already a struggle. So not only do we have to face the physical pain that we're going through, but then the mental charge of feeling that we're letting others down or that we're not caring enough, which is far from the truth. We care just too much. So my friends, with those 5 points, 5 misconceptions people have, what I want to bring out for you is just to care for you. What we're going through right now, it's already really challenging. And we need to be able to embrace ourselves and be kind to ourselves and love ourselves in a way that we are able to show up, that we are able to manage our energy from one day to the next, that we are able to fill up that battery to whatever it is that we can, and explain to those who are interested and want to understand what we go through. Take the time. If they say, hey, look, I really want to know more about this, like endometriosis. There's so many amazing women right there fighting. That's not just one thing. It can be in various parts of your body. Trigeminal neuralgia. Yes, it is a nerve in your head, but it is an excruciating and painful condition that you can't see. Fibromyalgia or autoimmune disease. People can't see, but that doesn't mean it's not there. And I just want you to remember, you are loved. What you are going through, it's difficult, and I'm sorry, but you are stronger than you think, my love. I know God is with you, and He's going to continue helping you through it all. And we don't have to prove it to anybody, to let them see, hey, look, this is what I'm going through. No, we just need to be honest and truth to ourselves, understanding what we're going through. Each and every person goes through different things. Our experience is our experience. Our pain is our pain. That doesn't mean that we can't show love to others, grace, and protect ourselves by boundaries. So my friend, I hope this helped you. And this is the book, but you look just fine. I dive deep into a lot of different struggles I face and how I still found joy through all my pain. And if you're somebody that's taking care of someone that is going through chronic pain and invisible illness, please show them love. Ask them, how can they understand you better? Or how you can understand them better. And I would love to hear from you. Please message me, let me know what you felt about this episode, how you deal with these misconceptions, and any tips and suggestions you have. I would love to hear from you. You can contact me on my Facebook or Instagram, Mitch Royce, or even go onto or go to my website, micheleroyce.com, and I have a lot of resources there as well for you. Most of all, be part of the family, be part of all that you're doing today, and I'd love to hear from you. May God bless and keep you until next week. Bye for now.
This was the Michele Royce Show.